All right, let's get right to it. If you're looking for a serious data-driven edge for Game Week 5 in the Premier League, you are in exactly the right place. We're going to break down how to find this weekend's most likely goal scorers.
So it's the question we're all asking, right? Who's going to score this weekend? But the real answer, the smart answer, goes way deeper than just picking the guys with the biggest names.
What we're really looking for is that perfect storm, where a player's hot streak, an easy opponent, and a golden opportunity all collide at once. So according to the data, who's actually on that very, very short list? Okay, let's get to the good stuff. Here are the top 5 projections straight from the model. Now, Erling Haaland up top at 55%. Yeah, no big shocker there. But look who's right behind him. Hugo Ekitike at 52%. Antoine Semenyo at 48. Now, that is interesting. It tells us right away we got to look beyond the usual suspects.
So how in the world did the model land on those names? Well, it all starts with identifying the right games, the ones where the ball is just destined to hit the back of the net.
And this brings us to this brilliant concept called a goal funnel fixture. Think about it. It's a match where one team is on fire offensively and they're playing a team that's, well, kind of leaky at the back. It creates a funnel for goals, and those are the games we want to be targeting. And here it is. This is basically our roadmap for the entire weekend. It takes all 10 matches and, based on recent form, it gives each one a simple rating, high, medium, or low for goal expectancy. This is our shortcut to finding where the action is going to be.
So what's the big takeaway? The data is practically screaming at us to focus on these 3 specific games. Brighton versus Spurs, goals galore in that one, historically. Burnley and Forest are both struggling on defense. And West Ham gets a Crystal Palace side that can't stop conceding. These 3 fixtures are our prime hunting grounds.
But here's the thing. Just finding the right game is only half the job. The data can also help us spot the hidden gems in those games. And maybe even more importantly, it helps us dodge the big-name players who look great on paper but are actually traps. And this is just a perfect example of what I'm talking about, the sleeper versus the trap. Over here, you've got Jadon Anthony. He's on fire, and he's playing in one of those high-expectancy goal funnel games. He's the sleeper pick. Then on the other side, you've got a huge name, Ollie Watkins. But here's the catch. His team, Aston Villa, hasn't scored a single goal all season. It's a classic trap where the big reputation just doesn't line up with the cold, hard data. Now, you're probably wondering, okay, where are all these percentages and predictions actually coming from? So let's just pull back the curtain for a second and take a quick peek at how this whole model works. So it's basically a weighted system. You can see that a player's individual form is the biggest slice of the pie, at 40%. But look at this. The fixture itself, whether it's one of those goal funnels, is almost as important, coming in at 30%. It's not just about how good the player is, it's about the situation they're in. Okay, so we've got the data, we've got the logic behind it. Now what? How do we actually put all this information to work and make some smarter choices this weekend? Well, the recommendation is to think of it like a balanced portfolio. It's a simple 3-step approach. First, you build your foundation with the reliable big guns, your Haalands, your Ekitikes. Then you add some high upside picks from those juicy goal funnel fixtures, like Richarlison or our sleeper pick, Jadon Anthony. And then the crucial 3rd step, be disciplined and stay away from the data-defined traps like Ollie Watkins. So there you have it, a really clear data-backed strategy for Game Week 5. The numbers give you a huge strategic advantage, but it does leave us with one last question, doesn't it? Because this is football. After all the numbers are crunched and all the predictions are made, isn't there always a little room for the unexpected?